go, blood. Man's on mute again. Yeah, listen, I don't want to start swearing, man. You know what I mean? Big up, Sav, man. Big up to everyone inside the building. It's the call-in show, man. We're back again. Apologies about yesterday. Apologies.
You're not sorry.
I am sorry, bro. I am sorry. I'm apologizing as well, bro. I apologize to you and I apologize to the people, man. I should have ran it yesterday, but you know what I mean?
Apologies are pointless if you're not sorry, bro. So.
Bruh. Nah, man. You can't treat me like shits and gigs, bro. I actually mean what I say, innit?
It's just words, man.
Okay. So, okay. All right, fair enough. I have to show. Okay, I'll show the people then how sorry I am. But listen, big up to everyone inside, man. I've already put the link in so you guys can click on it, jump in, chop it up. Let's have a discussion. There's already 20 of you in here already. Big up to the people them already, man. Big up Honesty. I see the super chat, my bro. Love for the love, man. I'll read that out in a minute. Big up to Dustin, Revenant in the building as well. Liverpool 5, West Ham 1. You know what I mean? I don't even want to count it, bro. I don't even want to give them the goal. They don't even deserve it. They did nothing to, merit a goal. We had to give them something for them to, make it look pretty on the scoreline. But the same as last season. This is how we started off last season as well. 5-1 win against West Ham in the competition.
5-0 last time.
Was it 5-0 last time? Okay. Yeah.
The same Gakpo scored 2 last time. Curtis scored 2. And Sabazalai scored.
All right, fair enough. I'll get to the super that. Big up to Honesty. Bless up the man then before you come in. Pay your rent, man, and like the stream and subscribe to Football with Endz, Savage Talks Wrestling, and obviously Savage Talks Football. You go online. Don't be a tampon boy. Listen, I don't think we have too many tampons over here now. I think we've kind of weeded out the tampon guys. I feel like they've left, now the main dons, the main girls, they've all decided to chill and rock with us, man. But listen, Liverpool won yesterday, bro. I was defending Wataru, Sav. I was defending Wataru again, bro. I can't believe. Man said he was in the stadium. Big up to Mohammed. But man said I was in the stadium and I didn't see him do anything. He wasn't good enough.
Somali Scouts, Mohammed?
Yeah.
That's crazy you said that, yeah, because I've officially done with everyone else's channel now. I'm done, blood. I figured this out yesterday. Because Endz didn't want to do the show, I had to go elsewhere for my content, blood, and it pissed me off.
What?
So I just jumped off, blood. I'm not watching anyone show anymore, blood. I don't really. Everyone's got one chance to piss me off, and then I'm unsubscribing, blood. So
what happened, bro? Let me know. Fill me in.
Wataru again, blood. It was Wataru again, bro. I heard man say that pulled the face when it got to him and that with the rating, and then it's like, I don't know if he weren't terrible, but he weren't good either. And I'm like, it's not even that I've got like a problem. I'm a grown man in it. No one has to agree on that, bro. But sometimes it's like we all watch the same thing.
Apparently so. Yeah, apparently so.
And you know what I said to you before, man? Like, because I got a watch along, I can just go back from a watch along and see how I was speaking about it. And he was getting bigged up a lot, bro. I don't get it. And then what if someone said something about the own goal? Like, obviously he messed up on the own goal. He didn't mess up. He tried to clear it. And Kwando couldn't get his leg out of the way, blood. Tried to do the Johan thing, blood.
I can't believe Mandem said he played up. I didn't understand it either, Sav. I saw, obviously, people cooked him in the chat when he said it, but I didn't understand why people were getting onto him. I'm looking at a guy. What did he actually do wrong? Man said, I think he misplaced a lot of passes, and so I went and read the stats.
Oh,
I don't like doing
one thing, that's my thing with Wataru and Curtis, but I said it on the watch along. I said to my son sitting next to me, 12 minutes into the game, I said, bet any money when we finish this game, check the stats and their passing percentage is above 90%. I said, I bet any money, always, bro. I think it was like 94 and 95 between them. So one had 94, one had 95, or one had 94, one had 93, blood. You know how high that is, blood?
94 Endo finished on, by the way. I think he misplaced 3 passes.
And was Curtis's 95 then?
Yeah.
Okay. And Curtis got an assist, blood.
And he got an assist. Dope assist, by the way, not Megman. And
when you see, I don't even care about stats in it, but when you see that along with your eyes and you hear man still talk nonsense, I'm like, fucking hell, blood. So basically, you want 100% then, is what you want.
No, but I'm still waiting for those 3 because I don't know the 3 misplaced ones. I don't know what they were, and I didn't see them as, even if they were misplaced. There was no moment when I go, bro, you should have fixed up with that pass. The team's counter-attacking. So it can't have been 3 passes where it caused us issues.
You have to understand as well, though, like,
and get G in the building.
When someone else on their side goes like interception,
big up G.
You can't show misplaced pass, don't it? So if you go to play somebody and someone intercepts you from the other team, they'll count that as a misplaced pass for you and interception for the other person. So that's probably what it was.
But I can't even remember even that way he attempted something and I'm go, bro, what are you doing there? Oh my days, he's lost it here when he tried to pass it. I can't remember any of those. I just remember him getting the ball, giving it. And then he was everywhere. There was moments when I see this man, they're trying to get out and they've cleared it long and he just chest control, bring it down, play. And I'm like, this man is everywhere.
Yeah,
I don't understand where, like, and I mentioned, I said, like, listen, you can get onto guys when they don't perform, but when they play well, you have to give them their flowers, bro. You have to. You can't just keep the agenda going, bro. If man plays well, he played well. What can I say?
I've heard the same with Nunes, but link-up play was on point yesterday.
Didn't he not get an assist yesterday as well? Little set to Gakpo, and then Gakpo just shifted it and then busted it.
Yeah, he did. But I seen him doing up samba moves and that back heel
flick right, a little 1-2 Jota to get the team going forward.
Yeah. The set to thingy was good. It was a nice move as well. Bro. I know, like, it's simple, but it's not simple, blood. And the little layoff, like a pass was perfect for Cody to just ross it, blood. Because if you hit it too hard, you know what I mean. And that's not even like, it's not even an over exaggeration, but like, at the end of the day, we won the game 5-1. So what the hell am I supposed to do? Like, pretend that it didn't happen, bro? Or am I just supposed to do it's only West Ham thing? Because I don't know what my mom.
Why is it always this? Like, whenever we win, it's only blah blah blah. Oh, it's only. When does he get to a point where you're like, bro, do you know what? Man, they're cooking still. They just cook whoever you put in front of them. They cook them. Yes, we can wait, and for the big test, the Man Cities, the Real Madrids, we have to play them eventually this season. Yeah. We can wait for them, the Arsenals, we can wait for them. But until then, we only, like, I can't then just wait to then judge them because now they're going to win 10 and I judge them off the 1.
No, I agree with you, man. I don't think, I feel like there's the going over, not overboard, but going like to the extreme when you've only played a like certain caliber of team. That's fair enough. Mm-hmm. But you're speaking of your team for beating the team what's in front of them. What the fuck? What else are they supposed to do, blood? Like, it gets you to the next round and that, blood. You get me? You got the draw and that, so you were playing next. So I don't see the issue, blood. I told you, but some man just want to see the world burn, blood. I don't, blood. But it's fine. I'm told you, but I'm learning every day. It's fine, blood. And man, the next step is always, because I would be the first to say, but if you don't know what man is saying, don't watch it. So I'm not watching people.
Nah, you're right, man. Guys, the link is in the chat. If you want to click it, jump in. Tell us, if you disagree, you agree on Wataru, how Cody played, whatever the topic. Let's chop it up, man. G, big up, bro.
Big up, man. Big up, Savage.
Fucking Wataru, bro. I don't know if you've seen it, but they didn't rate the Wataru performance, bro.
I said it on my stream, bro. He was a steady Eddie, bro. That was calm performance from Wataru. Like, I don't even know. what do we say, bro? Like, I don't know. Like, as in, Wataru was calm yesterday, bro. Like, what? Like, if there was anything wrong with the team, it was not him. Let's put it that way. So I don't even know what you would have said about Wataru. I'm trying to think. What people said. What have they said?
So obviously, I was doing the stream yesterday with Grizz, and there's a guy called Mohammed Scouser. Cool brother though. Don't get me wrong. But he watched the game and then he jumped on the live going, yeah, I didn't really, see what he did, and I don't think he was that good. I think some of his passes weren't great. So obviously, I hate doing it, but I had to go and do the savage thing. Let me go and check because clearly I'm wrong. Typed in Wataru, I'm seeing 7 ball recoveries, 94% passing accuracy. So I'm like, what passes then the 3 you're complaining at the 47? If you're complaining about 3 out of 47, your standards are mad. No one can do 100%. Some man do it some games, but it's not an everyday norm that people complete like 100% passes. And then it's like, no, I just felt like he was not, really in the game. I'm like, but every time they cleared it, I see this man bring the ball down like he was everywhere, bro. At one point, I was like, he was over on the right, then he was the left. And whenever there was like a double team, he was marking, just nipping in, winning it, kept. So I'm like, bro, my guy mad, bro? Or are these people not watching the game? But a man's within this confinements of the stadium and still seeing something different.
Who did he say played well?
Gakpo, he gave man of the match. I gave Wataru. That was who I gave as my man of the match. I felt he was just really, really, and I know obviously some people are going to give it to the goal scorers, and just right. Cody was cold as well, and I think you can pick who you prefer. But for me, just to see how calm and collected he was, bro, in that midfield area, like not losing the ball in silly areas, being an option every single time the back line got it, and just kept everything calm and simple, bro, and kept it just ticking. And them said, no, they didn't see that.
Wataru was calm, and I had no problems with Wataru whatsoever. Yes, like I said, steady Eddie, and I always say this, like that's what he was fantastic for last season.
Yeah.
Every week you're just giving out 7s out of 10, 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10. I love that. I like it when a player can actually just offer me always a 7 out of 10, because it's like it's like Milner, like you're just reliable in that sense. I don't need you to get 8s, 9s, and 10s, and I don't want you to get 4, 5s, and 6s. If you can hit that sweet spot where you're a consistent 7, it's kind of better than sometimes a player who's can give you 10 one week, but then 4 the next week, 7, 8 one week, 5 the next week. Like I need some level of consistency, and that's what he was fantastic for last season, which was he was just mad consistent with his performances. So yesterday was the exact same. So, but hey, listen, everyone's got favorites, man. Everyone's got favorites, bro. So
no, but that's crazy.
But
why would I don't even understand it? So I said obviously you went and watched, and Bandem just started getting onto him. I didn't see anything yesterday where I'm like it merits a conversation to say he was not good.
No, there was definitely none. I saw more people getting on. I saw people getting onto Curtis Jones.
Excuse me.
But but in terms of Endo, like, hey, listen, man, this is what happens when you go off your phone for a few hours, man, and then you come back and then the world is already burning. Do you get what I'm saying? Like everyone just needs to be mad for some weird reason. But nah, guys, man, Endo was calm, man. Endo was calm. He definitely wasn't a problem, in that midfield. I don't know what you expected of him. Maybe I don't think it's even the passing. I think it's more aesthetics when it comes to him. I think people just don't like the fact that he doesn't look silky on the ball, or he doesn't look like a Gravenberch, or doesn't look like a Jones or McAllister. I don't know when he's on the ball. I don't even know at this point. I feel like
Liverpool fans actually believe that their opinion on the team helps the team when it comes to signings and stuff like that. So if they don't stay on people like Wataru's neck, then all of a sudden the manager and that might be like, no, we'll just keep Wataru and not buy anyone. They have to stay on your neck now. They have to, blood.
True.
I've seen it enough times, man.
But that's not going to change the manager's opinion, bro. Like
no, but these men are stupid, blood. These low IQ youths, blood. It's not. They believe that, bro.
All it's done is gone. Okay, we can utilize him, because I said he hasn't played, so we haven't even had any like real game evidence to say, oh, he can't kind of cope with the slot system like that. Now we've got to see a whole makeshift team. You would say not even makeshift, just say we've utilized the squad, and he stepped in and not put a foot wrong. But you still have an issue with him, bro. Like so now we've seen him play within the system, winning 5-1. And the only opportunity that they got and they scored was us scoring an own goal.
You've seen it already this season with Szoboszlai. The same things happened. You've both come on the show after and said he's had a really good game. You've seen everyone else losing their mind about him. They've said enough about him now, so they're staying on his neck, just waiting for the moment.
That's what it is, man. I'm not even. It's like I said on my stream earlier on. I said, guys, feel how you want to feel, say what you want to say, but the one thing you're going to have to do if you come to my channel, come to Endz's channel, come to Savage's channel, you're going to have to back up the chat. Like, you're going to have to, because if you can't, that's when we'll start looking at you funny and you're going to feel the type of way, because the reality is, if you can't back up, because I can't get mad at Endz for an opinion. If he's able to then start telling man, well, this, I'm like, cool, I disagree, but I hear what you're saying, blah, blah, blah. It was just one of those. If you can't do that, guys, I promise you, maybe what you're saying doesn't even hold merit, because usually you can kind of have something to back up what you're saying if you believe in whatever it is you believe in. And if you can't, then that should tell you that maybe what I'm saying isn't actually even true. Maybe I should just lay off whatever it is, whatever drugs I'm taking, and just go from there, man. But hey, I'm not here to. I'm here to judge. I'm here to judge a freak.
If you're getting the 10 kick-ups from the Corey as well.
Oh, bro, don't get it twisted, man. 10 kick-ups and a Cruyff turn. That should be paramount, guys.
How many men in the chat? How many guys and ladies in the chat can do 10 kick-ups and a Cruyff? I'll be interested.
Someone's gonna ask you what's a Corey turn in a minute.
Nah, no one ain't gonna ask me. Big up, crowd, bro.
No, bro, I said the most basic skill as well. I didn't even use.
They're gonna Google it while you're talking. Look, quick time YouTube it and that.
Nah, man, them can't YouTube what a Cruyff turn is, bro.
Trust me, they're gonna ask you which player made that Van Basten. Fucking idiots.
All right, who was you guys stand out? Apart, obviously, mine was Wataru. Preference based on how we played yesterday. Who was you guys stand out yesterday?
It was. I just like Wataru and Curtis together. I thought they were good. Gakpo stood out. Of course, he did. Like, you know what I mean? He's one of the. It's nothing changed for me. If you watch my first video on Gakpo, bro, this is what I spoke about, man. I said the only people, him and Mason, blood. When it comes to when they're on form, their shooting's on point at all times, blood. That's what I saw before he came to Liverpool. So I was a bit surprised when he was like shooting off target and stuff. But when he's feeling confident, bro, hey, that's what you get from him, man. Especially that second finish, that the one that goes down the keeper's near post and that. I'm rossing it, bro. Having fun, and he was good, man. I like him on that wing. He offers something different. It's nice to have them both on form at the same time for it happened really, him and Diaz. So, and they're completely different from each other. So I thought it was really good. I was all right with the defense. I actually was all right with the defense. Actually,
they were calm in it. Like for me, I felt like they were really like calm, bro. They didn't feel like disjointed or like.
No, it's literally just on their own goal. But it's like them man were doing everything they could to clear the ball to the point where taking the ball at each other. And I did say, I didn't think Shimikas was very good in the game. I just thought he was like
just normal.
Yeah. He was a bit. But then he started for the last like 20, 25 minutes and that he started to battle a bit more. I like that because before he's letting them bullying him a little bit. Then he started throwing his weight around and kicking man and that, bro. And then I saw him try and do the diving header thing on the floor like that. I rated that still because that's cold.
Man said we're trying to keep, even though we conceded the goal, it was us that scored it. So in my mind, we still got a clean sheet because we scored that goal. Man threw his whole head. I'm like, do you know if man shot, bro, we could have taken your whole head off.
Yeah, man. And I thought that front four, it was a bit weird at the beginning, and I was spending a bit of time trying to figure out how it was moving because 1 minute it looked like 4-2-4, then it looked like there was one. And I was like, okay, I know what this formation is when we're defending, but I couldn't get what Nunes and Jota were doing for a little bit. Not anything negative. I just couldn't figure out what they were doing in the formation. Because obviously the natural assumption is someone's in the 10. And I said before the game, I'll play Jota there if you're going to pick, because then you'd have to change the whole team. You just pick between him and Nunes. Don't expect Nunes playing the 10. But then, then they were fine, and I liked it. I liked it them together, man. They actually linked up way better than I thought they would. There's a few passing moves and that. I like the one with the 1-2, and then Jota played the 1-2, and then when we scored, I thought that was cold as well. I enjoyed it because they've never played together, have they? So
not like that anyway, man.
Very disjointed. Gaze's never played, so.
Right, I'll get Carl in, and then G, you can throw your points as well in terms of who you thought was a standout. All right, Carlman, I'll drop you in, bro. They got Carlman. What he said? Can't hear you, bro.
He's on mute.
He's not on mute. I think it's the headphones.
Oh. I told him about them Temu headsets, blood.
Can't hear you at all, bro. You turn off them.
Feels like a dream, just like magic. Yeah, man, Temu.
I have to click out and click back in. Yeah, click out and click back in. All right, pause it. I'll get Paul in then. Carl, you're gonna have to wait. Big up, Paul. Paul. Hello.
All right, Endz.
All right, talk to us, man. Talk to us. Another win?
Yes. And I was thoroughly impressed with Gakpo. Oh yeah. I got for the. I was thoroughly impressed with Gakpo. He's starting to can I say show his money's worth now. starting to pay back the transfer fee that we've paid for him,
Mm.
and the thing's looking promising. And Press, he's sharp. I tell you, he's looking a lot quicker than I thought he was. I didn't think he was that quick. Gakpo. I didn't think he's that quick at all.
Very powerful runner.
Yeah, he is. This man can move, but I'm impressed so far because he was man of the match against. Also, I would say he was also almost man of the match against Milan as well in that game. Okay, but we've got two wingers fighting for their place now. We've got competition between Diaz and Gakpo, so that's good to have competition and try to strengthen depth. And I've been calling out for that for season after season after season. Yeah. So, but mind you, it was I think the scoreline slightly flattered us a bit because West Ham had chances. There are a few decent chances, mate. Yeah. And I don't think Quant has actually quite recovered from that game against Ipswich. Yeah, in my personal view. Yeah.
What can you tell me these what chances would you have said they should have guaranteed got a goal from, if you can remember?
The one with Kellerman.
Kilman. I know it's right. The one that Simicast was farsing around.
Yeah, he tried to head it with his head.
That's what you
know.
On
the ground. Yeah. I'm trying to think of the others. Damn.
They had three shots on target all game. One was a goal. So
yeah,
Somerville chance.
I mean, it was a lot closer than I thought it was. It could have been. Yeah.
What one was Somerville's one again? Remind me, guys.
Commonman played it in, but he left foot shot.
The one when he was curling away from the goal. Okay.
Yeah, and if they and apparently if they had VAR, I think that Jota goal would have been disallowed because it looked like Gakpo was slightly offside when they played the ball through to him.
Yeah. I saw the line, but
so that should have been
got VAR, so
rather than 5-1.
Play to the whistle, lads.
So we'd have had 4-1 then. If they would have chalked that one off, and we'd have had.
Yeah, but it's a lot because we're still conceding chances. I'm just saying that
You think? Paul, are you looking for a game where we don't concede any chances? Because not really.
I would love to. I love to have that kind of game. I'd love to have a boring 1-0 or boring 2-0 occasionally. We don't concede any goals.
But even the games when we won 2-0, we conceded chances. That's football, bro.
There are teams that don't concede chances. I don't think
Inter. Name me one team. Name me one team.
They good attacking football.
Name me one team that ain't conceded a chance.
Inter. I just mentioned Inter Milan.
In the 0-0 game.
Yeah, against City.
So they didn't win.
No, they played the football.
Did they not concede a chance in that game? I felt like they did.
The ends.
One chance.
They didn't win.
One chance.
Would you rather draw 0-0 with West Ham or win?
Yeah.
Win. Yeah, or the win.
Because surely the example you
City don't concede that many chances as well either.
So you just gone from concede chances to not many chances. They don't
concede hardly any chances at all.
So paint me your scenario then, Paul. So we get it clear. What's your scenario for an ideal game for Liverpool Football Club?
4-0, 4-0 or 3-0 or 5-0, and very few chances conceded or given up.
What's the very few? So I know, because then when me and you speak next, then I know, right, we've now hit that target Paul wanted.
Yeah, then I'll be happy. And I'll admit it. I'll be honest. So 1 chance, 2 chances, that's enough for me. Okay.
1 chance, 2. All right, we'll try our best, bro.
I am what you call the glass half full man.
Inter Milan conceded 3 chances, by the way.
Yeah.
3 chances. Okay.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, Paul, just a quick one. Wataru, man. Did you share the same take as many of the Liverpool fans on Wataru's performance?
It was an average performance. He was still having problems receiving the ball on the half term. He was still losing the ball, and he was still not passing the ball forward. It was just sideways. He wasn't doing what Gravenberch and McAllister would do if they were in that position. So for me, he's all right as a squad player, but he wouldn't be a first choice for me.
Even after the amount of recoveries and tackles and pass completion, still wasn't happy?
Well, not really. Sorry.
I guess everyone has their own opinion.
Okay.
All right, Paul, big up to you, man. Appreciate you.
Oh yeah,
Big
Paul.
up,
Just
man.
to let you know, I just went through every Man City match this season. They conceded more than 3 chances in every game.
Fairs.
But it's all right.
Big
The
up,
glass,
man.
glass is half full of it, so don't worry about it.
Okay, I'll leave that with you.
Cool.
Okay.
I ain't letting no one get away with anything, bro. That is nonsense, bro. It's a football match, bro. Man gave me the one game where it was 0-0.
Hey, G set the standard, bro. G said, listen, you can come on here with your opinion, but you have to be able to back your opinions up. That's all it is.
That's all it is, bro.
We're
Like,
going to
whatever.
question you, bro. Hey, our defense is mad, you know. We're press resistant over here, but you have to make sure you're press resistant as well.
That's why I just let people finish and say what you want to say, man. I guess it's
All right, man.
again. What can I say, bro? Like, it's just like I said. I just take note and just listen now. I just want to. You know what I mean,
Carl, I'll bring you in next, and then Mike, I'll bring you in after. Yeah. Big up, Carl. Bro, Carl, come on, bro.
yo, if we need to have a conversation about this, guys.
Nah, seriously, bro. What's going on?
Bro, man got the Windows 97's webcam as well, blood. Allow it.
Let's have a good dub, man.
Carl, we're trying to get you in so we can chop it up, but you don't want to chop it up, bro. You're out here with the I don't even know, bro. I don't want to call it Timu no more, blood. It's the other team. No, sometimes when you accept all the browser, the links and that, you just press accept. No reason. Paul, sort it out. I'm sorry, Carl, sort it out and I'll bring you back, bro. Because I'll bring in Mike. That's crazy, blood. Big up, Mike.
Struggling, you know.
Is my mic working?
Yeah,
bro.
bro. Yeah, you're
All
good.
right.
You're good. You're
All
good.
Very
right.
clear.
All right.
Very clear.
I've got nothing. I've got no negativity. I don't know how you could be negative after a 5-1 win. We've conceded 3 goals. One of them is an own goal, and 2 of them are crazy good finishes. Hudson-Odoi's finish is spectacular, and Pulisic's finish was also spectacular. Outside of those, have we conceded chances? Yes. But can you name a single club on the face of the earth that doesn't concede chances when they're trying to score goals? I can't. I've never been able to in my life, because in order to score, you have to open up, which is what you saw with West Ham. The only knock that I have on Endo after yesterday was I think that his clearance attempt was rash. I think that he panicked and he just kicked the ball in any direction. But you know, those things happen. It was a ping pong play. Connor Bradley's laying down in front of Kelleher. Guy tries to get the ball. It falls to Endo's feet. He kicks it. Unfortunately, it hits Kwanzaa in the knee. All of a sudden, Kwanzaa starts getting stick for no reason because the dude was excellent. It just happened to bounce off of him and go in our net. And outside of that, you know, West Ham were pretty much tame. I know that they had the one opportunity where Kelleher had to make a great save against Antonio, and then essentially he's like scrambling on the goal line, and Tsimikas is like penguin diving to try to block a potential shot with his head. But again, like, these things happen. Like, that's one chance. That's one opportunity where I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, like, he can score. But outside of that, West Ham offered nothing. To me, a lot of the issues in that first half just came down to we were really missing Harvey Elliott. Like, we were missing a good creative 10. Jota's not that guy. I like Cody Gakpo on the left. I don't want to see him in this like hybrid false 9/10 role that we saw with Jurgen Klopp. And you saw the dude's got like 99 shot power. When he cuts in from the left, he's hitting absolute missiles at the goalkeeper. And he scored 2 great finishes. And honestly, he probably could have scored another if it wasn't for Fabianski's great save. So Cody, where he is fine. I don't love Jota there, but I understand why he's there. You can't play Szoboszlai because you don't want to give him minutes right now because of how many he's played. And Harvey Elliott's hurt, so that's fine. And then, you know, at halftime, I'm thinking to myself, okay, if Curtis Jones just gets a little bit more advanced, he can, you know, start to show some of that offensive capability that we saw 3-4 years ago. And then what happens with the second goal? Curtis Jones gets more advanced. He slips it into Jota. We score, right? And then once we get the second one, the third one comes, Mo Salah, great finish, and then Cody Gakpo again. Obviously, he had his 2 great finishes, but I don't have any major complaints other than that in this performance. I thought that, you know, maybe there were times where Tsimikas was a little bit out of position defensively, but as a left back, he's there to be the forward advancing option. Like you don't put Tsimikas in your team and say, I got a lockdown defender on the left side. And you also don't really put Andrew Robertson in there for that. I would even say that you don't even put the left back there for that. That's what the left-sided center half is for. But Tsimikas wasn't even bad. So again, I'm kind of just like reaching for a criticism there. McAllister came on.
The best way to put it as well, though, Mike, is obviously you had what's he says? Bowen played on that side, and did any of us think Bowen had a good game?
No.
No, you had to keep shooting from distance, and he couldn't do anything.
You'd say Tsimikas done his job then. If the winger is cooking and you see him Bowen a lot, then you be like, surely whose job is this?
Yeah, exactly.
But the thing is that these things happen. Like you know, when you're playing as a forward facing left back, and I'm trying to go down the pitch at times, there's going to be times where I concede space and people are going to get in behind me. But if the whole team comes back and I got 5 defenders back, well, that's fine, especially against a team like West Ham that doesn't have that sort of cutting edge quality. And we've only like let's just be real, we've only played teams that don't have that cutting edge quality yet. We haven't played a team where I'm thinking to myself, there's guys who can really hurt us. And I'm sure that we'll see a different style when we get to those games. When we play Chelsea, we won't play this way. When we play City, when we play Arsenal, we won't play this way. That's what I'm excited for. And I see every game the tactical changes that Arne Slot makes throughout the game. If something's not working, we change it. If a player is playing in a certain part of the pitch and he's not doing anything, he moves, and all of a sudden everything's rotating, everything's moving. And you know, the more goals we score, the better. The more confidence these guys have, the better they play, the better we'll be going into new games. We haven't picked up any major injuries yet. We've got Wolves coming up, which I think we should be another stomping with the way that we're playing. I mean, Darwin looked fantastic. I looked at his overall numbers. Amazing game. Mo obviously got his goal. Cody Gakpo again. The dude is just, for some reason, every time this guy comes back from the Euros, he's like the best left winger that you could ever possibly imagine. And the more goals he scores, the more confident he'll be. And the more confident he is, the better we'll be off, because we need these guys firing. They're our goal scorers. And defensively, we're fantastic. And we're unbelievable on the defensive transition, which was my biggest gripe with the team last season. So to me, I only see positives right now as the king of the negative Nancys. But, you know, I want to see it going forward. I still think that there are rooms for improvement. I love Endo, but I think that there is space in this team for another quality midfielder. The front six, I got no complaints for. And you know, until we start conceding more goals, how can I sit here and say that our defense is a problem? Because we've conceded 3, and one of them we scored on ourselves. So, you know, I can't be too critical yet. Let's just hope for no injuries and just continuing all of this great play and get as much momentum as we can before October 20th, when we have that crazy spell of games. And, you know, the better we play, the more confident we'll be, and the more confidence I'll have in the team, because as a rotational squad, we scored 5 goals against, let's be honest, a bad West Ham team, but it's still 5 goals. And that's still our B team. So if our B team can do this to shitty teams, our A team can do 1,000 times more to these same squads. And it wasn't even the full B team, because our best creative player for the B side wasn't even there. And hopefully he gets back soon. I know that they're looking at November. But yeah, sorry, that was a lot, but those are sort of my overall thoughts on the game.
Big up, man. We'll chop it up, man. But I appreciate you, bro. Big up.
Yeah.
Big up, Mike, every time, man.
Nah, do you know, it's so crazy, but like the guys that always get the hit, is always Tsimikas, Wataru. For some reason, bro, even when they played well, they still get the hit. And I get it. Obviously, with Tsimikas, I think he had an okay game. He didn't have a great game. I always look at the opposite number and who you up against. If they had an extraordinary game or they had a really good game, it means you had a bad game. I didn't look and go, you know what, Bowen was good today. I didn't even notice half the time. But I see him make some runs, and then he was complaining a lot to the referee. That's about it, bro. That's when I saw that he was in the game, and then he had a couple of pot shots. Nothing that should be troubling or going to the keeper. What do you guys think that is? Like, even if the guys play well, they still... And Can't
It's
just
the
be agendas, bro.
Well, the fact is the same people. I think I'm honestly just thinking. I think they're just. If you ask anyone who you would remove from the team, it's them. So I think they just want to bring it. They're just going to bring it up all the time. Honestly, because it's always the same people. Bro. We've gone over this loads of times, and it like everyone wants to replace Curtis. Everyone wants to replace Wataru. Everyone wants to replace Shimikas. It's all them and Robbo. It's always them. They just don't want them no more. It's fine not to want them anymore, bro. But we've still got season to play in that, and every game is a different game, innit? So why would you just not take the player on face value of how they're playing, and then at the end of the season or when a transfer window's open, it's a little bit different talking about removing players then because they can actually go in it. But right now, bloods, we're in the team.
You know, I think as well. You know what we've got like a hyperbole kind of society with football in it. So you've got like one good game makes you the best player in the world in whatever position. Yeah. One bad game makes you the worst player in the world. So I feel like you end up not really being able to understand how to then judge just any game and any performance. Whether even if it's just like, say for example, Wataru, just a steady Eddie, to some people that's poor, that's a rubbish performance. When we're sitting here like, bro, that was calm. Like, you know what I mean? No problems, no issues, blah blah blah. So I feel like because you've got and remember, some people are just not gonna win. Listen, as you said, we won 5-1, but the reality is some people are gonna look at it as West Ham are a shit team anyway. We expect you to win 5-1 anyway. So it's not gonna impress me that you did win 5-1, no matter the team. That's the kind of energy that I'm hearing anyway from people who are not necessarily too gassed, which by the way, I'm not even too mad at, because there is a element of truth within that. Like, it's not gonna impress you until I guess you beat Manchester City 5-1. Then you're like, why? Then that's probably where the general consensus come together, and they're gonna be like, yo, like we just slapped Manchester City 5-1, yada yada yada. So you already know, man. You're gonna take sides. It's hyperbole. This player is massive, like great. That player is rubbish. Like, just one of those kind of things, man. I think it's what's kind of ruining football in terms of like conversational wise. But it's the era that we live in, man. This is the era that we live in, that some people just 5-1 ain't good enough. And as Paul said, he only wants 2 chances conceded, bro. Like, clearly this is not a good game. You need to do better. Bro. What can you do, bro?
Supporting the wrong team. If you only want 2 chances, you're supporting the wrong team, bro. I ain't like that.
I'll give it a buck. I mean, I watched Barcelona yesterday when I got back. Like there's still teams. I mean, and we're talking about like the biggest clubs in the world, like alongside Liverpool. So, bro, everyone can see chances, bro. It's just one of the. I think maybe what I'm gonna maybe try and help Paul here a little bit. Yeah,
don't help him.
I don't. No. I'm gonna say it. If he doesn't take it forward, that's his own. Now you have to run your own rhythm. I don't think it's the chances that we're giving up. I think it's more. I think Mike said this like maybe last week. It's more about the quality of chances that we give away, or we have given away, should I say, in certain games. That I can understand. That's where I can say fair enough. I get that. Chances are chances. But we could have 10 shots conceded and 10 chances given up. Okay, cool. But they could be not quality chances where you expect the team to score.
That's what happened against Bournemouth. Was it who we played on weekend Bournemouth?
Yeah.
That's what happened in that game. Man, got excited talking about Bournemouth had 19 shots, and I'm like, bro, you think I didn't watch the game, bro? They were just shooting from anywhere, bro. If the ball just rolls back into Kelleher's hands, but that ain't. You think I'm worried about that?
That's what I mean. Obviously, they'll count it as a shot or chance on target.
You're right. I'm like, honestly, if you've watched the game as well, then you obviously saw what happened without the stats in it. But listen, you are right, but that's why I don't like these people.
And there's that.
Big up, Mike. Mike, we ain't saying that you said.
Yeah, not you, Mike.
In general, those are the names that people keep saying that didn't have a good game, and I'm just like, I thought
Gomez was good.
Gomez was really good, bro. Like, what did he do wrong in the game? Apart from one pass, the man said that he took a touch and said, "I'm switching it." Just switched it off the pitch. But apart from that,
that pass creased me, bro. Because I said to my son, at first I thought it was Kwanzaa in it because it switched quickly. And I was like, bro, the camera drifted. I was like, there's no one there.
Yeah. Now I see Bradley look back at him like, yo, what are you doing?
Don't do that again, though. It was good, man. Because it's not. I always like watch a Gomez performance when he's at centre back now as well, because he doesn't play there consistently at all, bro. So even my son said it's like it's weird seeing Gomez at centre back because he's normally somewhere else now. But he's good, man.
Really good. All right, let's try Carl one more time.
One more time. Hey, what's up? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro. We can hear you.
Oh man, my apologies. I think what happened is that every time I come into the studio and stream hard, they put my mic all the way down, so I never pay attention to that.
Don't blame StreamYard.
Yes, I'm blaming StreamYard. I don't own it.
How come no one else has that problem? So StreamYard.
Oh man, that's your problem. I'm not living in your headphone. What's good?
StreamYard's an American company, though, right? You might have to have words.
I'm not American. I'm not American. I'm Canadian.
Well, that makes sense. Canadians are fake Americans, in it, so that makes sense.
There you go. We don't hate all of them. We don't hate all of them. Some of them are all right. I've been listening to this conversation, and I think that guy Paul Smith is an NPC name, so I don't think he's real. So the energy you were giving him, Savage, I felt the same way, man. You got a bunch of these dude who comes in and say they watch football. I don't think they do. I think they're watching the game on off. The TV's off. They're not watching the game. I think we play a solid game. Wataru Endo is just. I think he played an amazing game. He pinned the team in the other half. Like Curtis played. I think yes, at times he was poor, but he played a good game. Again, I'm hearing a bunch of other Liverpool fans. He sucked. We need to get rid of him. And I'm like, okay, you get rid of him. Who are you gonna bring? You're gonna bring this A+ player, and you think he's gonna ride the bench for you? For the team? Football don't work that way. This gamification of the game, it needs to go. You need to find players who are willing to fight and play and learn. And that's who Curtis is. Yes, if we can improve on Curtis, you find that player who's gonna improve the squad. But right now, there's not that many. There's not that many players like that, like him with his talent. So sometimes I'm frustrated with who. For sure. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll take it up. I'll take it. But sometimes I just can't take it. I'm just like, who are these people? Who taught these people how to watch football? Do
you have to teach someone how to watch
I just don't understand it.
You have to teach. Big up honesty, by the way, for the super chat. Man said go fund me for Carl for a new mic. £2. Big up honesty, love, bro. Who teaches someone how to watch a game of football? Though you sit and you just kind of observe and you see, things are going wrong, things are going right. You take a little.
Their eyes are wrong, bro. Their eyes are wrong. Their eyes are wrong. Whatever it's giving information to the eye is just wrong.
So the connection from the eye to the brain, there's a malfunction.
Yeah. I think it is.
Looking for a specific thing, bro. That's probably the issue, and you're not going into the games open-minded, wanting to see a good game from Liverpool, and you've already got preconceived ideas. Then, you know what I mean? Or if you're just one of them, which is fine, but because not everyone who watch it with like how we analyze games after that. They might be watching it for the exciting parts of the game, innit?
Give 1 second, Sam.
That's what happens with American sports, innit? Like most people are watching for the exciting part of the game. And that so people just fall by the wayside, but it's whatever people think.
But that's unfair to Americans. Americans are very knowledgeable about their game, like especially American football. These dudes are you could say they're stat merchant, but they love the tactical. They love the tactical aspect of the game.
Yeah, no, that's my point. You're right. That's my point, though. I'm an American football fan, bro, but I watch it how I watch our football, and all my friends who watch American football watch it, and they're all on the stats and that constantly. And I just don't enjoy it, and it's fine to not enjoy it that way either. It's fine, but that's what it is.
Yeah. Like perfect example, right? So that game, the second half, I think Antonio played Somerville into space. Somerville got a great one-on-one, almost a great one-on-one situation. He scuffed it to the far right side of the goal. Is that a chance? Yes, it is a chance. But if you're gonna mess it up as an attacker, it's not really a chance. It looks like a chance, but it wasn't a chance. You mess it up. You didn't shoot it properly. It wasn't on target. Two, you didn't let the goalie. You didn't let the goalie. You didn't let Keller try to make a save. It just to me that it's not a chance. It looks like one, but it's not because you mess it up. To me, a chance is an opportunity to score a goal. The opportunity to score a goal, it has to be between those two sticks. If it's not between those two sticks, those two between that goal, it's not a chance. It doesn't exist because there was no way you were going to go score that goal on the outside. You were never going to score that goal. That goal never happened. That ball never traveled near the goal. So I mean, I'm very frustrated. Again, we are analyzing, criticizing players who have played maybe 60, 70, 80, 90 minutes, and then we're telling them they're shit. We are over criticizing, under criticizing players. We've only played about 5 to 6 games. There's nothing to criticize. There's nothing really to put your meat in the bones and say this is a definite situation that's happening at the club. Like I think before you start even talking about criticizing and writing how Liverpool play, it's got to happen after October because you will have a huge amount of sample size and you'll have defined roles and patterns. Right now, all we're seeing is that a team that's going game to game, and nothing has really become definitive. Like I'm just flabbergasted at the fact that all I'm hearing is that this player sucks, this dude sucks. 2 games ago or a game ago, Jota. Maybe Jota is not the guy. Maybe Jota is not the guy. Or or Nunez scored yesterday. Oh, maybe Nunez is the guy. Nothing has happened yet. I'm just like, something is not connected from the eye to the brain because I don't understand it. I don't see where this criticism is going.
All right, Carl, man, fair enough. Big up to you, bro. I'm gonna get Quasi in. Big up as always, bro. Listen, next time you come in, this is the mic. This is the mic we use, bro. We don't use the headphones. You know what I mean? No McDonald Wi-Fi. We just connect to that one there. But big up, bro.
Well, it just make it easier. But big up to you guys. Big up to you guys. I watched your thing this morning, G. I have some disagreement, but we'll hash it out another time.
All right, big up.
Big up to you, man.
Big up, man. Big up, man. Big up, big up.
What is that? Beijing saying, where is Carl from in Canada? I don't know, blood. Where you from, Carl? You're still in the chat. Let Beijing know where you're from. Hey guys, listen, man. The link is pinned to the top. If you wanna jump in, chop it up, man. Anything you guys disagreed or agreed with Carl before I bring Quasi in?
I didn't, to be fair. I only just got back now.
His point was fine, man. It's whatever, and it looks. He was making a good point, but he's just talking about people watching the game, and they can watch the game how they like, but it's not watching the game how you like what's an issue at all, because it's their own eyes, isn't it? But it's when you're gonna have a conversation about it. I'm like, fucking hell, I thought you were gonna have a serious football conversation, and people just waffle, bro. I'm like, just let me know early so I can bow out on it.
He said, man, switch up while they're talking.
That's boring, bro. I'm bored of all of the people come on and no one today, by the way. If you get offended, whatever. But it's when people, people are I've got an agenda against this player. Well, I shut off. As soon as someone says that to me, I shut off straight away. But what is the point of the conversation we're about to have then? It's become this weird thing in our little space with all of us content creators and that. There's someone's like, I've got an agenda against this guy. It's not funny, blood. It's not funny. There's no comedic value to what you just said. It's just boring, bro. Because now you want to say G wants to talk something serious about that person they got an agenda against. Then you're basically gonna keep cooking up stuff and be misleading against this person just because you don't like them. But they play for your football club, bro. Like, what did they hear in it? You can't just ignore stuff you see just because you don't like the person, bro. That's weird.
Very true. Very true.
Big up to everyone inside, man. Nearly 100 of you strong, man, across X and obviously YouTube, man. Guys, if you haven't liked the video yet, man, come on, man. What are we doing here, bro? Quasi, what are you saying, bro?
Hey, yo, big up Bernard, man. How y'all doing?
Hey, firstly, question before you get going. Zubiri got onto you, man, on one of the streams we was on. Man said he thought Grizz had, the fake sources. Then he just got onto you, bro, about it. I said,
Nah, Quasi deserves it still with the sources. Nah, Quasi, I've had enough of this, bro. Every time I turn my X on, you talking about sources, bro. Your sources Twitter, bro.
But hey, wasn't it Endz? What did I say my sources said? He said Chiesa was going to start. Did he start?
Yeah.
That's what I said, right?
To be fair, Quasi, I didn't see the tweet. Maybe I did. It slipped past. I didn't see that one. So
you know what my son said when I showed him that tweet from Quasi about the sources. My son said, "Isn't that what Slot said in the conference?" And ain't every Liverpool fan said the same thing. Everyone knew he was going to start, blood.
That's what I said. That's what I said. And then Zuberi came out from nowhere, from the left field, talking nonsense. That's what I said.
You really want to go back to jail?
I know we want to start saying, but you want to.
You know the man who just don't learn their lesson. Like you just.
I just said. I just went in, and I said, Joy said that Chiesa will possibly start. Same thing that the manager said. Same thing that everybody heard. And then Zuberi was like, "Nah, this guy and his sources, shutting the man down, man." That's what I said. GG's out here already.
But he has a point though. If you said Joyce said that Chiesa will possibly start, but you've already heard the manager say that, why would the manager not be your source?
No, I watched the manager's interview after the show.
Okay,
so I was basing my source from what Joyce posted on Twitter.
And then if you use Joyce for something else and he gets it wrong, then what are you gonna do?
No, I mean that's why when you go to uni and you write a paper, they tell you to post your source, right? So my source, I give the man the credit where I got the source from. I didn't say I'm saying he's starting, because if Endz could remember, everybody was saying Chiesa was going to start, and Zuberi was like, nah. Zuberi had a mad team. I mean, I know you guys are looking for him. Zuberi's team wasn't what showed up on the field, right? Everybody said we needed this. I think Endz, you basically gave the same. Your list was the squad that started on yesterday, right?
Close to, but
close to it. Yeah, I think missing about 2 or 3 because you thought Virgil was going to start.
Yeah,
and possibly. Yeah, Zuberi had the squad that played on Saturday. So that's what it's coming from. But Judge, I've been listening. You guys are correct. I came in on the show, a couple of shows, and I think and you heard me. I said I wasn't happy with what happened on Saturday because of 3 things that I pointed out. I can't use that same 3 points against these guys because these guys haven't played consistent. So it's a progress that they have to. If we play these guys 3 times and they keep making the same mistake, guess what? I'm gonna say I don't care how much we win it by. I'm not gonna wait till we lose. Then say, oh, you see, if you see something is wrong, point it out whether you win or tie. Right? That's what my point is. But the people who are talking about Endo is not Gravenberg. They've never been the same. They don't play the same style. Everybody has their way of playing. And you have to appreciate that. It's like me saying Joey was horrible because he didn't play like Verge. How many Verge are there?
True.
You know what I mean? So that's always been my thing. You have to constructively criticize based on the match that you just saw. Now, the part where I think G was trying to explain was, and I think G, you have said this before, even when Liverpool's winning 3-0, 4-0, it always looks like we are not in full control. I think that's where a lot of times fans are saying we're giving out too many chances. Because we could be winning, beating a team, but then it looked like, hey, this team might score on us. That is what my also concern is when my third point was we need to finish teams off. Because if you want to break a team's soul, is make sure that even if you have 1-0, they can't come back. To me, that tells me you are in full control of the game. Can you be 90 minutes full control of a game? I've never seen that before. So that's where my point is. But yeah, Endo had a great game. I think Gakpo, man, that is hard work. he's my man of the match because that man from zero, he was on it. He put in the hard work. Whether he scored or not, he put in hard work, and I appreciate that kind of effort that you put in your game.
So what? So Kwasi, and because I'm listening and I'm trying to take on board what you're saying, and you're saying obviously you can see where people have an issue with like conceding chances and stuff like that.
Right.
That's fair. But I'm trying to narrow down the 7 games that we played this season.
Yes.
And can you tell me, because I watched all the games, and I'm trying to think of a game where I watched and I'm like, raw, you know what? We're under the cosh here because of these chances.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen it, bro. I've just seen us control the game.
Yes.
There's opportunities where teams, because we're not going to say every team is shit in the Premier League. There's obviously teams that are better than others.
Correct.
But it's not to the point where we can't concede an opportunity.
Yeah.
Whether the team makes use of it or not, that's
Yeah.
entirely down to them. Whether on quality, they don't have the quality to execute it, that's fine.
Mhm.
But I haven't watched a game where I'm like, Raj, you know what? We're lucky to have, been these goals up, because these men could have scored X, Y, and Z. I haven't seen the game yet.
No, you are 100% right.
So what game is it then that you're saying, or the people you can see side with the people that are worried about conceding these chances?
Even the game that we lost, I didn't see that because the goal was a super goal.
It's one chance.
The game that maybe people will say that is like the Bournemouth one. As much as Savage don't want to hear it, 19 shot, I don't care how you shot it, it's too much, right?
No. I'd say you say you don't care how I said it, but there is a point to what I said, bro. If you just shoot it, if you're just shooting, like,
right.
Man, I don't know how many shots Man City had against Arsenal. It was like 27 or something.
33.
Bare foolish shots on that, bro.
33 and 11.
Bournemouth didn't have chances because I think Bournemouth over the whole game ended up with like 5 or 6 chances on goal. But
yeah, they had 6 chances.
Yeah, but there's my point though. You like all went to the 19 shots instead of the 6 on target, bro. Because the 19 sounds way worse, bro. Like, oh my god,
2 was a key one, wasn't it, Sav?
When I asked you after the game, I said, "Tell me the 19." You couldn't because you knew there was what 19 chances.
Well, this is the thing though, and that's something that's
talking about, bro.
No, I get what you're saying, but this was very was also saying that Bournemouth did create some chances. Were they our fault or were they that good to create that chance, right? So with me, I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, we need to be able to control a game where it's not that the team can't create a chance. That's impossible. Barcelona during Pep years, they will have 97% of the ball. Still, somebody will create a chance, right? But I think I understand what Endz is saying. I haven't seen that game where you'd be like, bro, what's the defense doing, right? The 2 mistakes that I say maybe people could look at is the Bournemouth one, even though the goal was offside. Yeah, it was 2 kg at the back a little bit. The AC Milan game, Tsimikas, okay, he made a mistake by pressing forward and trying to head the ball against Morata, which you could never. He's taller than you. He's always going to win that ball, right? And Pulisic's goal was a super goal. You give him 10 times, he'll probably score it 3 times. But I think a lot of people have PTSD. Let's be honest. They still reflecting on the previous years, but this is the part where I don't know if G remembers him saying that is sometimes Liverpool, even when we're winning 2-3-0, it still feels like we are not 100, we are not majority of the time control of the game. Like even if you remember,
I feel like I'm catching heat and I've not said a word. Like, but you know what fares. You just continue on.
But even the game against Man U, right? They didn't. There was no chance they were going to score, but they started lobbing up these balls into the 18 box, and it felt like they're going to score. But to me, I wasn't worried about that. If I had a game I had a gripe against, it's just the Bournemouth one. That's the only one that I'm like, that bad behavior that we had before kind of showed up again, right? Last year we played 18. There was 18 times where we gave out a goal and then we had to come back from behind. Those things I don't want to see anymore. So if we could limit as much as possible, I'll be happy. But I do agree with you.
We learned from that then, Kwasi, because we played that team. They've done that. Then we've gone from there, and then we've nullified that again. But can we agree then? Can we agree that even though the stats said 19, can we agree that it wasn't 19 shots that our goalkeeper was working.
No. Yes. You are 100%. 100%. I think also maybe this has nothing to do with what we're saying. I feel like we have always said we have the best defender in the world, and then we have the best goalkeeper in the world. Our goalkeeper has not had golden gloves since he's been there. Right? So
did he not win it once? I swear he's won it once.
is it?
A double check, but I'm sure he's won it once.
Yeah. So if he's the best, he needs to win more than once. That's what I'm saying.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but the
High
I'm
standards.
Not, high standards. That's what I'm saying. But the thing is, I agree with you, and
Do you know? It's you know what it is though, Quasi. Yeah, and you're saying obviously high standards. Yeah, and it sounds like that.
He's actually won it twice, by the way, just to let you know.
He's won it twice.
Okay.
It sounds like the fan base has high standards for the team in terms of like we shouldn't be conceding this amount. But I don't understand it. On one hand, we don't, as a fan base, you'd say the ones that we've spoken to, we've heard on the socials and whatever, don't really rate the squad depth and squad quality. And then on one hand, we're saying that we have to have high standards. If you don't think the squad depth and the squad quality is here, how can then we put the team, our standards above it? We shouldn't drop based on our ratings of the squad.
That is agenda merchants. Because they will say, people came in and say Endo is not playing well because they want Endo out so we could get a new quote unquote at 6. That does not make sense to me. That's what I think what you said. They have an agenda because certain players, they don't want certain players there. Some people were barging against Curtis. I think Curtis was good enough, right? He played well. I feel like he played well. People say, well, Elliott, when Elliott was there, people wanted him out. They said he wasn't good enough. So I'm confused myself.
All right, Quasi, man. That's the only thing I wanted to ask, my bro. But big up to you,
so much. Big up to y'all, man. Appreciate it.
Big up, man.
Yeah, good to see
Yeah.
Yeah, boys. I just didn't. I don't get it, man. Because you drop the standard. You don't rate the squad standards, but then you set high standards for the performances.
I'm very confused, bro.
Shouldn't it drop below that then, or shouldn't it?
What he said,
Guys, you shouldn't even be confused, bro.
what he said, he sees what he agrees with what the people are saying because the chances and all that stuff. And then in the same sentence said, but I agree with you 100%. How can he agree with you 100% when you were not opposing side to what he said? That's not the maths ain't mathing, bro. You can't agree with Endz 100% if you said you stand with the people who said, I understand why it doesn't make any sense. And they said, oh, you should kill off teams. You won the game 5-1. I think that's pretty much dead. That's murder, bro. That's manslaughter, blood is dead. Like, not coming back from it. Then you said, I don't remember, I can't say I've sat there and seen any games. And he could have just kept his own opinion on it. It doesn't matter what you said. It's all different people on it. You said that. Then he said he agrees with you, but then after he said he agreed with you, then he named all the games with chances. This is what we're just going to allow now. No, seriously, man, then. Because I'm about to leave, blood. Is this what we're just going to allow now? People can agree and disagree with the same thing at the same time, bro. Just to confuse me.
People are listening. People are listening.
You'll say this sentence to you, bro, and see if this makes sense. That girl's fire, man, but she butters. 100%. That's what her just, blood. She's fire, but she's butters, blood. She's thick, but she's really skinny.
Savage.
She's anorexic. That girl's like mad anorexic, obese still. That's what I heard from that conversation. I'm not having no more conversation, man. I can't do this.
Savage, like I said.
I can't do this.
Like I said this morning on my show, guys in the chat, if you can't come up and back up whatever you say, I promise you, the conversation is only going to go in a few ways, well, one of two ways really, which is either we're all going to sit here and chop up what you said, or we're not. And if there's a reason, there's usually a reason as to why we're not going to chop up what you said, because the reality is what you said didn't really have no merit. We're here now. Quasi, I love you, bro, but that didn't make sense. A lot of things
just got mentioned about conceding the first goal and first this and all that business. Bruv, it's not the same. It's a different manager. It's a different season.
That I will say is a lot of PTSD. That was the only part I actually agreed with.
Man, they need to grow up then, blood.
Yeah, I know.
But
Like I said, it's PTSD, bro. Sometimes, listen, you got robbed once, you may never want to go back out again. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those kind of situations, unfortunately. And I think, to be fair, because we saw it so much, it's not like we saw it a little bit, we saw it a lot. So where you saw it so much, man are shook when West Ham go 1-0 up. A man will be shook if Bournemouth have the goal disallowed. Like, it just kicks in as like a natural.
Can I just to go with your point you're making, right? Over the years of just say Jurgen Klopp's tenure at Liverpool Football Club, we went for a season when we lost 3 games, then we lost 1, then I think we lost like 10, then we lost like 6, I think it was. So forgive me for the numbers, but let's just say he's played as a manager, he's played 300 games, but we've lost 20 of them.
Well, he's got the best winning percentage of any Liverpool manager.
But I can understand the PTSD thing in terms of if it happens majority more than none. But if it's 20 out of 300,
but this is where
why are you stuck on the 20 instead of just going, do you know what? I've seen us win more than we lose. I've seen us play better than we played worse.
I think it's not even, remember, recency bias, isn't it? That's what kicks in.
So
you look at it's the last thing. Yeah. So last season, that season, obviously, that's what was happening quite a lot. The season before that, we finished 5th. No,
Christian, man, said,
yeah,
people need to stop mentioning
what you're saying does make sense.
Big up, man.
But it really makes sense if Klopp was the manager now, and he's the one.
No, bro. Like, again, this is why I don't like talking about, like, I don't like bringing up Klopp, because I'm like, bro, just forget that guy. Like, we don't have him. But I think that's just where people are going with it. It's like I said already, bro. This season, we're just point scoring between ourselves in the fan base. That's all we're doing, is that we're just point scoring. We're saying 1 week, Diaz, like the guys who always fucked with Diaz, they're going to now come out and say, bro, why don't you, like, what are you man saying now? The Gravenberch's one, the Szoboszlai ones, the Nunes ones, the Salah ones, the McAllister, Jones. Bro, it's like every man's just point scoring. So this is what I'm saying. Like, this season, it does, to me, it feels so weird, like, with how the fan base is kind of moving. Because, bro, you've had me backing the team more than I've ever backed the team in the last like 2 years, bro. That's how I know things have gone weird, because I'm just like, have I just opened my eyes and all of a sudden now I'm starting to realize that 90% of you actually just chat shit. Like, genuinely just chat shit, because I'm not the driving force behind the chatty shit. Like, I don't know, like it does seem.
You know the weirdest thing about this is, I don't remember when not the best Liverpool team ever, but in the era that we just had, once we had won the league or challenge and stuff, from then till now, this isn't the best team. Not yet, anyway. Though we've seen the best team, innit? Yeah. I don't remember man demanding perfection from the best team, but now we got a team that's not as good, and now they want perfection.
Yeah. But then this is what I'm saying. Them man are trying. They're always. I feel like a lot of people, all I ever see is, I see some people, instead of just bigging up Diaz, for example, they'll start saying, we've got our Mane. No. Fuck Mane. He don't play. Donny's in fucking Saudi Arabia doing whatever. I don't care what he's doing now. He's doing his own thing. Let Diaz just be Diaz. Let Jota be Jota. Let Nunes be Nunes. Let the midfield. The midfield is probably the worst area, because that's the area that's being highlighted the most in the last.
Yeah, that's why they should let Gravenberch just be him, innit?
Just let Gravenberch be Gravenberch.
Nobody. Not the bro. No one is just him, blood.
It's just him, because then I always find that weird, yeah, because I start to sit here and think, so when Hullet was coming through, did they ever call him anything? Like, was he the new whatever Dutch guy was before him? Like,
and you know,
I don't feel like that was the case.
You only keep comparing him to black Dutch people.
Yeah, well,
what are the chances that he plays just like other black Dutch people? The chances are not very high. They're not very high. I hate when people do that,
bro. You already know why they do that. I'm not even gonna go.
Guitar reminds me of Park Ji-sung. No, he doesn't. Plays nothing like
Who said that again?
Rodiego, blood.
Yeah, I mean, there's all these little things, but I hate, bro. That's
what the fuck? What's Harry saying like G Park sung it?
You never heard anyone say that. Oh, it reminds me of anyone who's black. You've never heard them say, "Oh, it reminds me of Gerard Eagles." You never heard it, have you?
You know what? That's actually
crazy.
Actually true. You know, that's actually true, bro.
Guys, as I said, it's a call-in show, guys. If you want to chop it up, if you disagree or agree, man, click the link, chop it up. You don't need your camera on, so don't be nervous. You know what I mean? Just click it, jump in, chop it up, man, and let us know what you agree with, what you disagree with. You know, we're nice, bro, until you say some crazy shit, bro. Then, you know what I mean? You have to be press resistant after that.
We got fingers, well, haven't we? We got Brighton in the next draw, away.
Yes, sir. What are we thinking of that one, blood? Because, you know what I mean?
I rate them still.
Brighton, bro.
Like, you know, I rate them and they're away. Brighton at Anfield and Brighton away is two different things. But
we've got to play them back to back, by the way, in this and then the league.
Always happens to us. We had it when we played them in the FA Cup that time as well. We had them 3 times.
Remember Brighton and Wolves that season?
Brighton
was
and
like,
Wolves,
playing them like,
and they kept smoking us, both of them.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Just get smoking us, bro.
I think
that was like during a mad.
I think it's 3 days apart, in it. So I think I was saying, I think they might. I don't know which one they'll go for more. Yeah, either the league or the cup competition.
I like their manager, man. He's an ambitious youth, blood. He's only young. So
you think he'll go for the cup first?
Yeah, He'll treat whatever game first. He'll treat that like it's the main game. But I like. There's loads of players I like of them, but I still think our team's better in it, so we should win both games. To be honest,
are they both away games?
They're both. I think they are.
That stinks. That stinks.
Yeah, if it's both away games, then
the man might as well stay at a hotel in Brighton if that's the case.
No, we'll go back to.
They haven't lost a game this season.
Because I think when they play Brighton away, they travel the night before, innit?
Yeah.
So if it's 3 days apart, then you might as well stay in Brighton.
You might as well stay in Brighton. Yeah. Doesn't make sense.
And that's just find a little training facility, bro.
Play them, go home on the night, wake up the next morning, and then go back to Brighton. That's how it would go. You might as well stay there.
Might as well stay, yeah, because you're not gonna have any time to like do anything else exactly. In that period of time. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they haven't lost a game this season in Premier.
No, they've been good, man. I think it's been on smoke, still believer in that.
Believer, Jesus Christ.
We're gonna have to, them man, they're gonna have wingers that wants to cook, bro. So it's gonna be a tough game.
You know what's crazy, but you watch them play on that, and then it goes to the bench, and off the top of your head, you don't think of Brian having much depth, but when you see their bench, you're like, nah, he's techie. And Ciso don't even touch the pitch most of the time, and we know he's a baller, bro.
Nah, he's a baller in Ciso.
So it's crazy still. I think they brought João Pedro off the bench in the last game.
Off the bench, bro.
So questioning, guys, man, what does certain man have to do in the team to get a bit of recognition? Because clearly the standards are very high from some of the people in the fan base.
And nothing. It's just if people don't rate you, they don't rate you, blood. Until you're the guy in the team, and then all of a sudden it's I told you about my man. I've been saying it. Remember when I said if it's not that, and from the players that we mentioned already, it won't happen with them lot. Especially the ones like Watara and Shimikas, because they don't even play in an attacking role where goals can get them over the line. So for them, it won't make a difference at all, blood. You should know this yourself, bro. Because think of how much you like Nunes, blood. Most people who told you that they don't like Nunes, who went over the top with it, still don't like him, no matter what he's done.
Do you know the funniest part is, after we had the conversation, and obviously the man they said, bro, the hold up. I was like, since that he scored, assisted, and the hold up.
Literally, we played our match 2 days after that stream with me, you, G, and Jerry, and then since then it's been cooking still. So hey, that's what I'm saying. But this is what would happen if I had an issue with him in general, then I would watch those games and still cook him after the game. I'm not cooking him good. He played really good. Man in the chat moaning, but that's what you get extremely, because when I was going to watch, my man in the chat was like, fed up with this Liverpool team, no one even passed the ball to Nunes and that. Like, blood, he's part of it. It's part of it. There's 11 people, bro. Sometimes you got to play your part, bro. And you know what I mean? He didn't try to overcomplicate anything, bro.
No, he just kept it simple. Little layoffs, little passes, held the ball up, set, and just made runs, bro, whenever the team needed him to make runs. But yeah, I was saying, G, before he cut you out, I was just saying, though, it's so funny that what we asked for, what we needed to see in it, good runs, hold-up play. After we had the conversation, he scored and assisted since then, and he was given hold-up play.
To be fair, his performance yesterday, I thought was a little bit anonymous in the game. I don't feel like...
There was parts he was kind of identical to, like, Jota's game previous to that.
Yes,
yeah.
But... let me not even do but, because that means I'm going to give some excuse. There wasn't really an excuse. out of all the forwards, he was just about a bit better than like Chiesa, who I thought was probably the worst that we had last night, kind of thing. But it's just one of those things, man. Like, listen, people are gonna be happy, unhappy. You got an agenda, you don't like the player, want this play. Like, it's just, I think maybe Savage, what you said there, I think just before I cut out, you said until you're like the guy like in the team, like that position is your position kind of thing. Yeah, I think it's gonna be that, but also as well, I think for this season, I think it will just be more later on. I think maybe once we start hitting people, I genuinely believe everybody wants, and myself as well, kind of, and I think you've mentioned this, we kind of want to see us play against certain teams.
Yeah, of course.
But we don't want to see them to judge the team necessarily.
Yeah.
It's just more about, I guess, judging everything as a whole. Whereas other people, I feel, they want to use it to literally judge the team here and now and be like, if we lose to Manchester City, Arsenal, Villa, Brighton, as an example, just like, let's say we lose to a couple of those teams, people are then going to start saying, no matter what happens this season, we're shit. Like, it won't matter. It really will not. We could lose to Brighton in this cup game and win the game after that. I promise you, we're going to still be dead. It really makes no difference to them. But whereas I'm not looking at those games like that. Obviously, it's just more about, this allows me to be able to assess other things, more so because he hasn't played the rest of the Premier League yet. So I don't even know what he's like against these guys first, to understand that he needs to understand, okay, against certain teams, you can't do certain things, or you're going to have to play a different way, i.e. Nottingham Forest. He learned, he understood against a low block in the Premier League is definitely different than a low block in Eredivisie, I'll tell you for free. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So he now understands. So next time he comes up against a low block, I expect something different. I expect the team to react in a different kind of way. So yeah, it's just more, it's all that kind of stuff, bro. But listen, bro, like man will have agendas regardless. Like, all I'm saying is people are having agendas on the easy players. That's what I don't sometimes like. I'm like, it's kind of easy to pick Endo. It's kind of easy to pick Tsimikas and that as Savage. They might already play. So yeah, I mean, like, okay, let's see your agenda on Virgil, or let's see your agenda on Ali, or let's see your agenda on someone else, like someone who plays a bit more.
Say Salah.
Just let me continue what I was.
People have favorite players because that's natural. You're gonna have players
of course.
You normally pick players who are either you just like them or they play like how you played, so you like watching. That's it. That's fine. But why can't you?
Oh, that's why you like Nunes.
Yeah, the interstate cup and that one. You know what I mean?
When he said that the other day, in my head I was just busting.
But I'm just saying, why can't you have your favorite player and then still go into every Liverpool game and just analyze the game for what the game was? Like, I don't. It never makes sense to me, bro. Because I did that with all my fit, blood. Like, Bobby was my guy for Liverpool, blood. I watched him do bare slipper foot shots and stink up the place. And after the game, I just said he done stink up the place, blood. Like, what do you want me to do? I thought Mane was cold, but then I'd watch the ball like hit off his shins in the game, and I'm like, oh, today you control stunk, blood. You know what I mean? I thought Salah was cooking, and I watched him and Mane share half the season. Half the season being stinky each, half the season being world class each, bro. Didn't make any sense. Actually, I lied. Mane wasn't world class that season. He stunk the whole season. But at least when he was up front, he was scoring goals. Whereas Salah started the season dropping Diaz and all that for Man City, cooking everyone. I'm just like, bro, there's still your guy in it. But in that particular game, you suck, bro.
It's true. No, it's true.
I don't understand why you can't do that. You're not all my brethren, but if I tune into one of your YouTube videos and it's trash, I'm gonna tell you it's trash, bro. Just that one video though, not your whole channel, but that one video sucks.
Yeah, nah, for real. Still,
I'm thinking twice about stuff I post now, but
no.
Don't be thinking, yo, like the Savage Fitness is trash, like.
No,
In the comment section, like.
I'm a troll as well, so trust me, you'd know because I'd leave a comment. I wouldn't even WhatsApp you. I'd leave a comment. So everyone
Hey guys, if you see the eye emoji here, you know that Savage don't even really rate this thing. That signature fucking thing, bro. I tell you.
Alexander said Salah scored it. I know he scored, bro. I know, but
Did you think it was a good finish? Big up Barnes, by the way. Do you think it was a good finish?
Yeah, for him, no, for him that's just normal, and it should score from what 7-8 outside the 6 yard. About 8 yards out, bro. You're a professional.
Oh, the goal, like, the ball ricocheting back up to him at extremely fast.
7 yards out.
You feel like
that was easier.
For his, that's how much I rate him, sir.
Is that what you was doing the concrete and the cages. And
Even if he came out hard faster than that, I would have finished that same way, bro. Technique for days.
You're definitely not finishing that, bro. You see the way he
I would've
like
finished
open up
that.
his body, pause.
I would have finished that, and my left foot ain't my strongest foot, but I can use it. I would have finished that as well.
Oh, I forgot you're ambidextrous and you can use both.
Yeah, I
you can
can,
dribble
bro.
past 10 players. Fair.
I told you I'm a baller, bro. Until man decide they want to run the YouTube thing, I'll turn up, bro, and show my levels in it. But
That ball would have ended up in Los Angeles. Sense. Let's
you're talking about yourself, Barnes. Don't deflect. Don't project. That's not me. What you saying, though, man? How you been?
good, man. Just dealing with some stuff, but yeah, work busy. Got me a little fried, but football on, so I'm good.
Are
I can.
you busting Wataru and them, man? They're like we've been hearing online.
Nah. Listen, that's what I want to touch on. I mean, people need to just pump the brakes, man. Teams like one goal we've given up all season, and people having a meltdown. It don't make no sense to me, man. Things can get better, and they will get better. It takes time. It's season's fresh. I don't understand why people being so overreactionary and off the rockers, man. It doesn't make no sense to me. I'm with you guys, man. Just enjoy every game. Yeah, we could pick apart certain things that's happening, like the game yesterday. It wasn't good defensively. It was shaky, but you had to expect that. We had 9 new players in, and a lot of them haven't played together. Kwanzaa and Gomez has never played as a back two, ever. You have to expect that. It don't make no sense. Don't make no sense.
No, I hear it, man. I agree, man. I agree with what you're saying, Bonds. I think, yeah, it's like what we've been saying, isn't it? It's just the way that some people, I think NG hit the nail on the head with what you said, bro. Like, it's like me saying I have this mad expectation of the team. These I've told you, I don't really rate the team in that way to have that level of expectation so that I'm going to put them on, well, Endo, I need you to perform like fucking Gravenberch this week. That doesn't make any sense, bro. Because I don't expect you to be as good as him. Yeah, and then this is it. Like, people don't even rate. So, I don't know. I just think you just want to be mad.
If you don't rate him, then this performance should be okay in your eyes. You can't say this performance was rubbish, bro.
No,
all the recoveries, the passing completion, positional like sense in the game, mopped up what we needed him to mop up, and then I don't know. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it.
I am.
And you win 5-1. That's not, bro. And you don't rate them.
I know. Listen, I can be honest with you guys. I am fully convinced there's a lot of people out there that say stuff just to get clicks.
Yeah.
I'm fully convinced of that. And I ain't got no time for that stuff. I'll be honest with you. Look, I got Liverpool to win the league. Because until mathematically they can't win the league, I back in my squad. Simple.
I hear it, man. I hear it. What did you think? Yeah. What did you think of the front four in general?
It was decent. I mean, it could have been better, but you're nitpicking at that point in time. Like, those guys haven't played together either, so we haven't played a 4-4-2. When's the last time you see Liverpool play a 4-4-2? Never. And people looking for perfection, and we all know, man, we live in life. There ain't nothing in life is perfect. Nothing. Zero. So we just gotta keep rolling, man. We just keep seeing how it goes, and we're gonna have some ups, we're gonna have some downs. We're gonna have a Forest game again. Don't think that can be the last one, but I see more positives than negatives, to be honest with you. I like what I'm seeing from the manager. I like what I'm seeing from the players. I like the style that they're playing. I don't have a lot I could pick apart or be critical of. Yes, certain things I can be critical of. And certain people I can be critical of, like Salah. He's had some couple stinkers. But like Savage said, you have to be honest with it. You have to call people out when they're having a stinker, and you leave it at that. But too many people have agendas, man. Our fan base, for me, is turning it's turning like Arsenal fan base, to be honest with you, and it's doing my head in. And I hate Arsenal. People know I can't stand Arsenal. I can't stand them. I'd shit on every one of them, man. Physically. I can't stand that team. From the manager all the way down. but the fan base is toxic, which has me don't like them even more. And I think a lot of our fan base is going down that same road. And I just want men to enjoy what's happening, man, and just take it day by day. Be critical when it's warranted, but don't have agendas, man. Back the players that's on our squad and then go from there. If Endo ain't good enough, then Liverpool moves him on. But right now, he plays for Liverpool. And he had a decent game yesterday. He didn't have a bad game yesterday. He had a decent game. But people have agendas, and that's the life we live in, innit?
It's so crazy because even when I said he played well, it felt like it was like, nah, but we can still replace him. I'm like, yeah, I know Liverpool want to replace him. I know there's better out there, but he played well. So even if he plays well, it doesn't mean that the club's going to keep him. It just means he played well today.
Yeah, that's what I said. That exactly. What you said was crazy. But when you just say he plays well, why is your reply? But we can get better than him. Who cares, bro? Like the transfer window's closed, bro. Get a life, bro.
Agreed. Why do you have to be critical? Why you can't give a man his flowers? Why can't you give a man his flowers for how he played on that day? There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it's just foolish. Complete foolish.
I think it's what Savage said though earlier on. People feel like what they say has some type of impact on. Yeah, I don't even think it has an impact, but I feel like they just believe that if I say this enough, as you say, like the Liverpool fan base will be in agreement that all of these guys should leave, i.e. Endo as an example. If I keep saying it more than enough, we'll build up this I don't know, this kind of fan base to be able to say, yeah, boom, boom, boom. Whereas, as Endz said, probably no, like, we know Endo's not the guy like that, but obviously the transfer window's closed, so I can't really do anything about that today. Do you get what I mean? Obviously, if he played shit, then yeah, say he played shit. But I still wouldn't even go as far as saying I'm gonna be like, oh, yeah, let me sell him now. Like I can't sell anybody right now, and I can't buy anybody right now. Exactly. So let me wait until January, and then we'll have that conversation. If I feel he's playing shit.
Our fans are overrated, but
yeah,
our fans are overrated. Every fan with a mic feels like they're gonna say something transformative, and that like they're gonna, oh my god, I'm about to break the internet. You ready, guys? And that, or they'll come on, oh, listen, G, Endz, Barnes, we're gonna have to have some uncomfortable conversations need to be had. I'm gonna say it. Nobody cares that you're gonna say it, bro. Nobody cares, bro.
Especially us three as well. No, you know, us we don't care.
I'm even like some big time, like you're not, bro. You're not a politician, but I don't give a damn what you're gonna say, bro.
It's true. I'm big up to my man Pops in the chats. I ain't sending no strays at Mo Pops. You know, Pops.
Yeah, don't worry, Pops. Barnes, I heard you. I'm saying like we use Salah as an example. I don't know, like I don't know. Why did Salah have to be the example to what you was trying to make? But hey, it's fine. It's fine.
Well, there's other men that had stinkers, but he's the one that stood out because he's had a couple of bad games. Other than yesterday, he played really good for the time that he was on, but the games before he was non-existent, to be honest.
But Mo creased me yesterday because he definitely just went on the pitch to score. But
that's There's no tactics. There's no tactics about what he was trying to do.
100%.
No, honestly, said if Endz ever do an emergency meet stream, broski, I'll call you a sellout. I won't ever do an emergency stream. I will do it for fun.
Think of what the word emergency means. Man, they'll do an emergency meeting and schedule it for 2 hours later. But it's not emergency, then is it?
Yeah, for that makes sense.
It's an emergency. You just go live, blood.
That's so ironic, don't you think? That's actually so
it
ironic.
doesn't make any damn sense.
Cool emergency, we do it 2 hours later.
It's like if I say breaking news and schedule the video for 5 hours, but then it's not breaking anymore. It's broken.
It's broke now.
It's broke now. Barnes, big up, man. Let me get Lois's take on it, man.
Big up. Bless, guys.
Big up, Barnes.
Big up. Hey, Lois, what's good?
What's going on, everyone?
Lois, what's good?
I was just thinking, just a quick one. You know, like I think expectations are a little bit heightened, and I think Twitter's got a lot to do with it. Like, I know I was on there a lot, especially them spaces. I've took a step back, and it makes you realise just how much it kind of not corrupted, but it's put expectations to the point where they're kind of unrealistic. Like, if we look back to Klopp's first 6 months in charge, like he didn't have perfect results, and we gave him a chance because we knew what we were going to get with him. Like, remember the Bournemouth away game? We lost to Swansea at home. We lost to Crystal Palace. There was quite a few dodgy results in there, and so far this season, performances have never been perfect, but was he ever really 100% for 90 minutes perfect under Klopp? No. If we
Hmm.
look at it and just think that Nottingham Forest game at home, yeah, obviously that was like a big dagger. Like, that was a terrible result. I don't think any player could hold the head up that game. Even Salah, and you know how much I back Salah, but I just think expectations, and then like people not backing certain players. I know I slate Darwin, but I've even got to a point where I'm like, okay, I want him to prove me wrong. Do I think he will? Probably not. But I'm not going to sit here every single day and slate him and go, we should go and get this player because he's better than him, and then like hate on Luis Diaz just because he's not Mane. It's like he's never going to be Mane, and do I ever think he'll reach the level that Mane was for us when we were winning the league or Champions League? Probably not. But let's just see what he can do and give him a chance instead of sitting here and slating him at every single opportunity we get. Because I just think the fan base is just so negative, and that Bird app has got a lot to do with it.
But why do they let Twitter be the define or definition of what a fan should be? I don't even get.
I think it's I've never known it until I went on that app, but it's like Player FC, and they want to be right. So even if like the people who hated on Luis Diaz like last season, and when you like isolate I say to some of them on there, like you isolate last season in itself, he was coming back from a bad injury that he got against Arsenal, and his mum and dad were kidnapped. Like that's not an easy thing to sit here and deal with. He's probably done them mentally in the head. Like you're worrying every single second, like, and my family over there, okay? So look, I think he's had a brilliant start to the season, but sitting here and slating him just for the fact that he's not Mane, because they want to be proven right. They would rather be proven right over a player instead of letting the player go and like prove them wrong. I want to be wrong about everyone I've slated in that squad, maybe Simicast and Nunes, but sitting here and slating them, they want to be proven right, and that's the be all and end all. So they will keep their agendas going.
Bro, how did Twitter, for real, Alexander, how did Twitter become it? Like where people just go on there and go, listen to me, I know what I'm talking about. It's literally Source FC, Player FC,
but that's what it is.
FC. Like, it's mad. Everyone has a source now on Twitter.
Because where they spend most of the time in it, it becomes their lifeblood. Like, I know I mean in a dickhead way. If that's where you spend most of your time having most of your football conversation, then that dominates what you see.
And it rubs off on you. It really does.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna dominate what you see all the time, bro. So,
and remember, it's quick. Like that's one thing I
you.
like about Twitter, but one thing that's become a problem. Twitter is quick. Is a quick interaction. You know, like Instagram, you got to post the picture or post the video and then put a caption and then wait for the interaction. Like there's a bit of a process to go over. Twitter, I can just say fuck this player or F that player. All of a sudden now I've had this crazy interaction with, you know, X, Y, and Z. And people do it with politics, people do it with so many different things, music, like everything in life is Twitter is just this quick interaction.
You are right, it's quick, it's too instant, but it means that
it's too instant, yeah.
That natural urge to say something, you type it down and press send, where before you might give yourself another 10 minutes to realize, oh, the players got into the game now, it's good. But
I'm creating a Player FC Twitter, man.
You just took the first 5 minutes of the game. Man was just getting into it, and then you realize after, you know what I mean? Then so that's where you'll see like tweets and that where like, I've had enough of this guy's playing shit, and then he'll score an assist after and play the rest of the game great. And you put that message in the first 10 minutes. Just watch the game, bro.
Why don't you watch it and then make a precise like? If you want to tweet after, because now you've watched the game in the entirety. So now you can actually go, right, he played well, he didn't play well, and then go from there. But it feels like every second in the game, and it's mad there because I always see people do it, but they just tweet, he's shit, he should have done. And I'm like, bro, it's 2 minutes into the game, bro. How is he shit, bro? Let the man, you know what I mean, make a few more passes and see what happens.
Well, Lewis is right, man. It's everybody wants to be right, bro, and they can't wait to tell you, bro.
Yeah, they love it. They absolutely love it. And like, it's like with Endo, all of us here, we know he's not that answer. But as soon as the lineup is announced, I think before yesterday's game, us sitting here, we could have probably gone, this is a game where Endo will come in. It's logical. Like we can't sit here and play Gravenberg every single second of the game because he's just going to break down. So as soon as the lineup is announced, you've got 10 to 15 people tweeting the club or just tweeting in general. Why is Endo starting? And then there's negativity already. And then if the first bad pass he does or the first mistake he does, I told you he's shit, he shouldn't be playing. And I don't know, it's just that I think that app has created a lot of negative fans.
But I don't even understand how do you go on there and then just go, I'm gonna listen to all these other guys talk nonsense. And I don't know.
You remember some of the people that are disciples of some of these men online as well, blood. So if what they say is strong enough, they just run with it, blood. I've heard bare stuff, and you think it's original, and then you go somewhere else, you're like, oh, this is all from one person. Because you're a big follower of this one guy, but you just go with what he said, bro. They love it. People like to feel included and stuff, bro. It's weird, bro.
But if you get these opportunities to come and have a discourse, and they won't, bro. You rather just type it. Just come and chop it up. Let us know, bro. As I said, we're not perfect to an extent. I know some would say not, but I'm willing to listen to anyone's take on stuff. But you can't just tell me the take and then tell me someone's shit. You have to back it up with some evidence. Let me try and understand where you're coming from, or else I'm gonna get onto you, bro. And I'm not questioning you until you give me the answer. And then it seems like I've got an agenda. I don't. I'll question you to the, so you can give me the answer that you want to give.
I think Lewis said it there, man. Everyone, you'd rather. We are living in an era where it's like you just rather be right. It doesn't really matter what the outcome is.
No, it's true. No, I'm telling you, that's what it is. But like jokes aside, because Quad's going to take this personal, but even with the source thing, no, I'm not. It's because he came on and said that, but I'm being serious, isn't it?
Yeah,
look at even that. We are fans, blood. Let the journalists do their job, innit? Why are we acting like we got sources, bro? Because they just want to be right. You want to be the first, but like we haven't got sources, bro. How can your source be the man with a source? Then it's not your source.
How could your source be a man with a source? That's so good.
Was it AC Milan we played after Nottingham Forest? Was that the game? And yeah, it was. And I remember, right, we went 1-0 down to that Pulisic goal, and I had 2 or 3 people saying stuff out on my timeline. And I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking, we've had one bad result and then we're down, and then we go on to win the game. And then at the end of the game, we're like, I don't know, he's still a bit dodgy. He hasn't got the tactical nous. And I'm just, it does my head in that app. I've spent less and less time on it just because I can't take the just jumping from one extreme to the other just over like a goal in a minute.
No, why do you use them words though? Tactical nous. If you ask someone what that means, man, they will be scrambling, bro. Like, what does that mean to you? He doesn't have the tactical.
There's a certain man that their vocab is limited, so just say words. You get me? You know what I mean?
You know what? Certain people, they sound like my son. You know, like my son, if I say something to him, he might just say a word that I've just said in conversation to someone. Like I'm talking to something, like I don't know, I'm talking on the phone, and I might say something. Bro, 2 days later, he'll say it. I'm like, go on, put that in a sentence. I dare you to put that in a sentence, because you have no idea. That's what some people are doing, though. I'm like, come on, guys, man. Like, if you don't know what something is, I'd rather you just didn't use it in any level of context. Like, at least that way, we just wouldn't know that you don't know what that word is.
Saying the manager doesn't have the tactical nous when we've seen game after game where things ain't working and he changes it and it works. Like, clearly he does. He knows what he's doing. Not stupid, bro. Like, he's not won this many games, even regardless if we don't rate the opposition or not. He hasn't won these games because he ain't good enough, bro. He's won them because he knows what he's doing. Nah, it's mad, bro.
I said, why are you sticking it on your son, G?
No. I'm not thinking about this. My son's he's a smart kid. I'm saying though, sometimes I have to watch how I speak when I'm around him. Like I can't talk in certain slang when I'm around him because he'll start just repeating certain words.
And so people are experimenting, you know. Nah, I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. But yeah, if you're gonna go to Twitter for your football stuff, yeah, man, you can go there and have banter and troll people and do whatever in it. I think that's what it's mainly there for. But there's no way you can be on there listening to some crackhead tell you about stuff and then come and have a conversation with me, bro, because it won't be good.
And do you know what they always say? And it really gets, I can't even remember. They've got a certain phrase that's like, what is it? They say.
Big okay, man.
Forget it. It's gone out my head. But they just, I think because some of them, and this is not a dig at anyone, but because some of them manage like an under 11s team, they think that like you know everything. And it's just like, and I'm thinking of a certain person on that app in my head, and because He manages his son's team, and he's like, "I know one's at 11s who've got better."
You talking about Thiago's father, by the way?
I am talking about Thiago's father.
It was just so funny the way you dropped it, yeah. And I was literally sitting there looking, thinking like, "Hey, Endz, what age group do you actually?" Man?
Hey, don't worry, man. Older than under 11s, bro. That's why.
It's just mad. They think that
But
they're
no, I hear what you're
manager
saying,
because they
though.
manage kids, though, and it's just crazy.
I hear it. I hear it, and I think
Hey,
this
you know,
is
on the what was it on the
Endz, you don't have to justify yourself, bro.
No. I'm just saying that's line of sight. That's not even proper football, bro.
I think you know what it is though. Like big up to everybody. Obviously, listen, if you do your cut, you do cut. Like that's dope anyway. But I think it's like, as Lois said, you feel like you're in a position to talk down to people because of that. And I feel like that's where it becomes corny. Where I've always learned in life, bro. Like you should be able to teach things. But I don't know what is wrong with Jerry, guys. I promise you, Jerry is older than all of us put together. I think
he's not, mate. I'm older than all of you.
Okay, well then there's competition between you and Jerry. But no, I think when you're trying to act like you're smarter than everybody, I feel like that's where it's dumb, because you should try and you as someone who's so smart should be able to then relay information to people enough so that everyone can understand it, not to the fucking 3 kids that you teach or the 3 people that you can really have a conversation with, because then you're trying to speak to the masses and none of us understand what you're saying. So to us, you sound dumb. Like it's just one of those kind of silly things. So listen, man, but big up everyone. You know what I'm saying, man? Keep your opinions. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Before I jump off, I'll just say the one thing that is, when I knew I was done with that app, I went on a space just after we beat AC Milan, like about 10 minutes later, and they're sitting there and they're going, coming back from a go down at AC Milan, good data, and I just thought, yous are just weirdos, and I just left it. Yeah, that's the thing they love to say, like good data, or like if a player has a bad game.
I like Endz. I know he's got that good data.
Good data, and then Joe Gomez coming on and performing bad. That was bad data apparently, and I just thought, nah, I'm done with this, at me. And I just had my stuff barely going.
No, just data, bro. I might just be getting old. What the fuck is good data, bro? Who said that?
Hey, Savage, if you're not with it with the slang, man, just let us know, man.
Bro, no, I didn't even. No, every night, bro.
No, that's the first time I've heard it when Lo said it.
Really? That's what they constantly say. Constantly. If a player's having a good game, it's good data. If they're having a bad game, it's bad data. Oh,
I thought it was the eye test. And
I don't, bro. Hey, listen, Cole said there's something wrong with when the signal goes from your eye to your brain. So I don't even know if we can believe in the eye test no more. A man sat in the stadium and told me Wataru was dead food in the game. Like I said, all right, fair enough.
Jeez.
Thanks for having me on. Anyway, I'm gonna still
Big up,
listen.
Low, man.
Big up, Low.
Take care. See you soon.
See, good data and bad data. Is that the slang now?
That's terrible.
Do we start using that, lads? Do we start using it?
Terrible blood. It's terrible blood.
I'm not even
Exactly.
using that.
That's Ad's favorite line, bro. Is good day.
I'm not even using that.
Nah, bro. Honestly, stop taking the piss, man.
Seriously, Wolf, I don't look that old.
Honestly, said earlier on you took a cab with Kenny Dalglish. I was like,
yeah, bro. I'm sorry. I ignored it. But this one I caught my eye, but I ignored the other one.
What is going on, bro?
Jesus Christ. Why Jerry came down to the random in the chat, by the way? Firstly, he said, I've retired and now I've joined you guys. What does that mean, James?
I keep telling you guys, you need to check out Jerry's passport, man. It's not what you think it is, bro.
Wait, are you saying, how did he get over here? Is that what you're saying?
Hey, again, I'm just saying, just might need to check it. That's what I'm saying. I got 2 passports, 3 potentially. Any man with 3 passports is not a man to be trusted. Why you got 3 passports? Where you going?
3 different names as well. Bears.
Where you going?
Wow, Jerry got bare names, 1 African, he's got 1 Polish, he's got the English. Like, how many names do you need, bro? Like,
bro, you said you faced Bobby Charlton in the school. Man said 65, what, the year before he won the World Cup? What the fuck?
He's keeping his options open to see what team he can play for.
I hear it.
You need that Jamaican one though, mate.
Nah, man, I keep that only when I travel
You
to
might
Jamaica.
get a chance.
Nah, I keep that Jamaica because, well, bro, for some reason, when you go back to Jamaica, it's easier to get through customs when you got a Jamaican passport. Man, they just let you through, bro. They're like, yeah, come through, big man. But when you use your British one, they start checking bags like, yo, no drugs around here still. Make sure you bring it. No, I was like, nah.
Which is very ironic considering your
Exactly, bro. It's weird, isn't it? Just because of the difference in passports. I don't know what Jerry goes through 3 different passports, bro. It must be mad. But yeah, go on, K, man. What's your thoughts, man, on the game?
I'll tell you a story actually. I was going. I was on holiday, and I went to Israel. Okay, as you do. And I was in Egypt, but I went to Israel for a day trip, to Jerusalem. And as I was going through customs, I used to be in the army, so I learned. I did quite a few tours abroad, and I said, "Sally alaikum," like, you know, hello, how are you? Like to the passport guy, and he literally dragged me into a room. I was just greeting you. I was just greeting you, and he literally dragged me into a room, and I thought, I'm toast here. Like, I thought he's going to get the rubber gloves out and everything.
Just be quiet and smile next time, bro.
Gloves out and everything. And he just asked me loads of questions, and I was just like straight up British then. And he was like, "Where did you learn that language?" And I was like, "I'm just greeting you, like, you know, it's custom, innit?" And he was like, "Oh, okay." Like, but he asked me loads of questions, and I was in the army as well, and you're not really supposed to go there.
Fair,
but I did, and I had to kind of keep that one quiet. But yeah, there you go.
Nah, fairs, man.
Yeah.
Well, talk to us, man. What was your thoughts on Wataru, Tsimikas, the guys that are under the fire, under the cosh right now?
It's a team game. Like, it's a team game. Like, and they're going to be involved in those kind of games. I did a show just before, and I was kind of looking at the numbers that we did last year and the numbers that you need in goals to win the league. And I feel like we've got 100 goals in us this year. I feel like we've got 100 goals in us. We've already scored in all competitions so far, 18, and conceded 1. And we're also joint second for big chance for the big chances missed already this season. So once we start clearing that up and start getting the patterns more together and the players on the pitch more, because Gakpo's not played in the Premier League yet. Chiesa's not played. Nunes has had like 1 game. Like, we've literally got most of what we've got just off the main guys, like your Jotas, your Salahs and your Diaz's so far. So I think it could be a real madness this year, you know. I think it'll be a real madness. Like that West Ham game, like, that was just 5 out of nothing. Like, we didn't even look like we played, like, broke a sweat, played hard. Like, it was just like the last like 20 minutes, it was just Gakpo. He was the only person that was like actually trying anything. The rest was just like passing it around, and he was just like, "I'm just gonna have a go." And I was just sat there going, "We're gonna get 5 here, aren't we? Like last time," and we did. But I just, like, we can just turn it on like that, like literally an hour at Bournemouth in like 10 minutes, and then just.
That's what I like though as well, man. I like that because I've seen it a couple of times so far where we've just not looked like scoring, and then out of nowhere we've just bagged 2 straight away. And I'm like, bro, I haven't seen our team like that in ages. Seeing like Man City do it, where they just out of nothing 2 goals, bang, and they're 2-0 up. Then they'll get a third, and you're like, bro, they ain't even really tried it. They just created those 3 and got them. Seeing Arsenal do it as well, where you're like, oh, it's only 1-0, and then you look back 5 minutes later, it's 3-0. So I like that we can inherit that into our game now as well.
I think what's also going to really work in our favour, that we had to score 2 or 3 goals last season to win a game. Now we could probably score 1 or 2 to win games. Like, we're very rarely going to be behind in games. Like, if it's not an equalizer, or if it's not like, you know, where like we've scored 3 and they get 1, like, you know, something like that. Because we've had a few goalkeeper saves which have had to happen in like the last 10-15 minutes of games, because we have just literally just sat back and I think as well, when you win in a game, I think it's quite hard to keep that concentration all the way through to the end, because you are just in slow mode. You're just passing it round, and you know you're not really going for it because you don't really need to, because you're already winning, and you're just maybe trying to pick them off. And that's happened a couple of times now, where we've seen like Ali pull off a worldie, and we've seen like Keller pull off a couple of worldies, but we were already like 3-0 up in the game. You know what I mean, or 3-1 up in the game. You know, against like the likes of AC Milan and then obviously Bournemouth at home. I just think 100 goals could be it. Like 100 goals could be it. I was looking at the numbers, and there's only one team that scored more goals and not won the league in the last like 5 or 6 years, and it's us.
Wow.
But it's always been Man City, and for the last 3 years, it's been 1, 2, 3. Like the goals, like Man City, Arsenal, then us. And then obviously the year before that, we were like, I think we finished 4th or 5th, didn't we? And we were 4th. So it kind of sits like that. And so far, so good. And you know, and I looked at it as well, and people can go, oh, you know, it's only the teams we've played against so far. We've only played 5. We only had five Premier League games. I think it's 7 games now, isn't it, under Slot?
Yeah.
Like they're still finding the patterns. Like they're still understanding each other. Like Cody Gakpo's not played on the left wing for Liverpool, really. So he's finding his way in the Liverpool team on the left wing, and it looks good so far. When he's played, he's looked brilliant. And then you got the likes of the way we play an attack. Like it used to be Diaz, and I give you kudos for this as well, Savage, by the way, because I looked at the numbers on Diaz, and you are right. He's doing exactly what he did last season. It's just he's scoring now. Yeah, he's scoring now, and it seems like we're conserving his energy for when he's higher up the pitch, because it was a case of he'd get it like by the halfway line, and then he'd go and do like a 20-30 yard run to get us up the other end, and then he was the provider or the finisher, and he could do neither because he was knackered. But now he's on the end, so the other guy is getting it further up the pitch, and we're using Diaz on the edge of the box. Then he picks it up, and then he doesn't have to travel as far, and he's obviously in better positions, and people are picking him out with better chances. And long may it continue. Like seriously, that game yesterday, like Lopetegui, like he's a new manager, like Slot, by the way, to the Premier League. Like that is a mad difference. Like he started in that team, and Slot started in our team, and it's like chalk and cheese. Like and it feels like next year when he gets a couple of players, like it will just be what we've always been asking for, when you just need 1 or 2 to keep on going. And I think that's what's going to happen. It'll just be 1 or 2. Like he'll probably get a left back, he'll probably get a midfielder, or maybe even a centre back, and then we just carry on going like that. And players will move, players will come back from loans, see if they're good enough to get back in again in pre-season. I just think that this is a great sign of what's to come, and I'm excited.
No, big up, man. Big up,
All positive, all positives.
Luis Manuel Diaz, what are you saying?
And it also helps if your mum and dad weren't kidnapped.
True.
You know,
well, we got the dad here. So
that's not on his mind now.
Hopefully, the dad can shed some light on it, man. What are you saying, Manuel?
Hola.
And there he is.
What are you saying, bro?
Exactly. What we saying? I'm hearing slander on my name, so I had to come in. I know, geez, do you know what I mean? Chatting and below the wax. Listen, I've got the images.
Go, guys. All right, great show. I'll catch you later. Cheers,
I've got the images. I've got the images to show G when he first touched down in London, outside Buckingham Palace. Do you know what I mean? Happy on his bike. His mum slapped that Union Jack on his bike. Do you know what I mean? He was loving up life. And I know Savage is laughing, but G's not laughing that hefty because he knows I've got the images. You know, like that.
No, I've seen one of them too. They're black and white, bro.
Yeah, of course they're black and white. He's lucky to get that. Of course, I'm going to be colour.
I'm just waiting for Jerry to make his appearance back on stage.
He said he retired, bro. He said he retired.
Nah, he got to do a Mayweather. You know, you got to come back for like one more, just one more. Like.
What exhibitions?
Yeah. Just one more exhibition. We'll be there. We'll be there.
Say no more. What was
hey, Jay, would you when you come back, if you come back, you should do a watch along, bro. I mean that's
a watch along.
Yeah.
Are you trying to waste my time even further, brother? If I'm coming back, I'm giving these man 30 minutes and I'm cutting. Are you taking a piss? What? Watch along. No can do.
Oh, I hear it. No, but yeah, man, Liverpool won, bro. What's your take, bro, before we head out?
Comfy, man. Comfy. Liverpool are they're a professional outfit now, isn't it? You're a professional football club at this point. Before, we were acting like a non-league club. Sometimes we went long. We didn't know who was available. Certain men weren't available because Jamin had personal issues, dad getting kidnapped and that. You had someone else that, Jamin, you had a bereavement. Next brother was always injured. Bro, it just sounded like Staines, bro, or something like that, or one of those teams. Whereas now, we're a professional outfit. Don't matter who we go and put out. It's just a performance, isn't it? It's just clinical. It's just, you don't have to be 10 out of 10, but you're a professional outfit, so you get the job done. And when you look at it now, statistically, we're scoring goals, but we're not conceding bare. That we're able to keep clean sheets, but we might concede a goal, but it's one goal. We're not conceding bare goals. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah,
back with Klopp, respect to him, but we probably would have conceded 3 goals yesterday. That's what it would have been. We would have won the game, maybe it would have been 5-3, 4-3, something like that. And we'll be like, oh, what an entertaining game. I don't want to see that. Be a professional team, see out the game, make the right changes. Of course, it's not going to be perfect, but I'm calm. Like, I'm going into these games confident. Like, I'm not. We came and I think I was on the channel and we were speaking about the Bournemouth game, and I was like, yeah, we're going to beat. It's going to be 2-3-0, and that's what it was. Like, that's the way it should be, and it's good, as you said, that we're taking on board the same similar attributes that an Arsenal and a Man City have, that have made them in recent years. Obviously, City have been always contenders, but made Arsenal contenders because they don't concede a lot of goals. Yeah. And when they go up a goal, they don't lose. Do you know what I mean? They can control games, and that's the way I want to see it. So big up to Slot and them, man, there, innit? And of course, shout out to my son, because my son he's world class, unlike the Dutchman that was playing yesterday. You get a rest, like he's that Virgil gets that rest, we get that same rest, we get that same lie. You're too good for this. This is the second team. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Calm.
He's saying not just the second string right now. You just have to enjoy it. Oh no, Cody, bro. Cody wants that spot still, man. You can tell he wants it, but bro, Diaz is on smoke, bro. So
unfortunately, like that PMP and stuff. That don't like. Do you know what I mean? It's like even when they were gassing Cody, Slot was like, yeah, but I was happy when he was defending. That's what he cares about. He's not interested in Rashford 2.0, where you're just running at man, tapping it and just shooting. But he wants a bit more. But look, to have someone like that, like Cody, on the bench, like, in all honesty, is very, very good. Do you know what I mean? To have someone to bring off like that off the bench or playing these games means that the drop off isn't high, even if you thought one is better than the other, and that's the situation you want to be in, isn't it? So long may it continue, man. Shout out to Cody, because unlike certain other players, he looks like he's working hard, man.
Who's the other person, bro? Man just threw someone's name under the bus like that.
Do I need to do it? We spoke about it already, Endz. Do I need to do it?
Nah, throw him, bro. Might as well, fuck it.
Nunes, bro.
All right.
Plays well one game. He plays well one game, and what did I tell you? He gets excited. The confidence is there. This was your game. This should have been his game to cement himself. Instead, what did he do? He allowed the next Portuguese brother that was out of form to go and take over the game the way he did. Bruv, I don't get it. I really don't get it. This guy is like, you have a good game, and then the next game you're non-existent. And I mean, he didn't do anything bad, but I thought.
Got an assist, bro. Got an assist.
No, I mean, he got an assist, cool. But what I'm saying is, you see, like, even if he didn't score in the last game, I think it was against, who did we face? Bournemouth?
Yeah.
Yeah. he was top in that game, man. Like, he was good. Like, I was like, raw. Like, even the flick on that he did for Salah and then got on to the end of it. I was like, that's cold. Like, this is what I want to see from you. Like, he was involved. Today, like yesterday, he just wasn't involved. Like, we could have played one of the under 12s in there, bro, and it would have been calm. Just keep it simple. Just give it and pass it. He would have been calm. I'm telling you now. Under 13s, 15s, he would have been calm. He just didn't affect the game. But look,
Not under 13s,
he worked hard, didn't it? That was it.
Fair enough, man. Nah, listen, big up, bro, man. Big up G, Strav. Big up all the callers. Big up everyone in the chat as well, man. What is it tomorrow? Friday?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a preview tomorrow. I think it's a we playing Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday. Oh, is it Sunday?
Oh, you might be right. Then for some reason I thought it's Sunday late, but you might be right. Saturday at 5. Then must be the 5 o'clock.
Because the 4 o'clock game is. I'm sure that's a big game. I'm sure. Oh, yeah, it's Man United versus Tottenham.
Yeah. We got Wolves at 5:30.
So we're playing Saturday 5:30 then. All right. So tomorrow.
So we're the late game.
All right, that's all right, man. That's good. You man think it's going to be light work again?
Wolves are bottom. Let's put it that way. So take them that way you will.
The last time the Beatles was at the bottom of the table as well.
I said take from that what you will, boy. Like
Jesus Christ, man. All right then, man. Man, them love as always, man. Big up honesty for the super chats as well. Big up to the mods. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to all the members. All right, man. Time to go and chill out, blood. Another win, 5-1. Go into the weekend with confidence, man. Who starts? I don't know. Is it Cody? Is it Diaz? You guys can decide. Peace.